I love the library. Why? Because it's for us a home away from home. My daughter loves the children's library because it has this beautiful house that she plays in. My son loves Legos and he loves Minecraft. And my husband loves the section on the old homes, which is very historical in South Orange. I love it because it's like where I meet my friends.
I love the South Orange Public Library because it's such an amazing resource. I can find whatever I want here. The staff is incredible, and mostly I come for fiction, and often I'm late returning it, and I have to say it feels good to pay that fine because I know it's going to a great cause.
I love the South Orange Public Library because of the staff. They truly go above and beyond.
What I love about the library is that I've met several moms here. My kids have met several friends. For me, it is the center of the community, the South Orange community.
I am one lucky duck because I actually live in this library. Not only is the library a great place to live, but this is a wonderful library. I get to live in the children's room. I get to see lots of books and lots of children and lots of grown-ups and lots of people doing homework and lots of people taking books home to read, and it's just wonderful, start to finish. Why do I love libraries? I love this library because it's my home. I love it because they're full of people and full of things that happen and full of puppets and full of ducks and full of story times. And this library is 150 years old, so they tell me. I'm not that old myself, but that is one impressive history of library service. Wow.
I love South Orange because there's stuffed animals in it. You get to play in the computers, and there's a blue house which you get to play in. My favorite part of the library is Legos. Oh wait, and Minecraft.
I started working here last year, and I just love the library because it's filled with books, and that's who I am. I love reading, writing, all that. So the library has been a perfect outlet to get any books I want.
I love the library because it's a great resource. I love that they have a 3D printer, and I really love the children's program here. There's a lot of things to do for all ages. And today I'm at Maker's Day and I'm still having fun.
I love the library. I have always loved the library. It was always a wonderful place after school and on Saturdays to go to. And it's just a wonderful source of information. And right now I'm part of a working group called Friends of the Library. And we hope to make it an even better place in the coming year. And we hope that everybody in the community will come and join the library and take advantage of this opportunity. It's celebrating its 150th anniversary, and South Orange can be very proud to have such a lovely place to meet your friends and enjoy many of the other things besides just books that the library has to offer. So that's what I wanted to say.
My name is Fran Bianco, and I've been living in South Orange for about 4.5 years. I have come to this library not only these 4.5 years, but many years before that. I used to come to the lectures, and actually my husband actually was one of the lecturers. And you know, then I wasn't as attuned to being here, but now I am so attuned to being here. I come to the lectures on Thursday, to the knitting group on the first Monday of the month. I've come to computer classes. I'm now teaching the children, doing some yarn work today. I love this library. I love coming to get CDs, books, and just be here with friends. Very often when a friend comes in from out of town, I'll say, why don't we meet at the library? So we meet at the wonderful section over here that we can talk and we just sit and talk and reminisce. I also would like to tell you that I taught in South Orange and Maplewood for 36 years. So this is my home. I lived in Maplewood for about 46 years. So Maplewood, South Orange, we are sister towns and very dear to my heart. Do I love this library? I certainly do. How about the Maplewood Library? Beautiful library. But for some reason, I guess my heart is here. My heart is here. And I love the librarians and everybody that works here. So it's a very special place. And I always recommend everybody come to the South Orange Library. You'll love it.
The reason why I like coming to the South Orange Library is that there is so much information that the people who govern here that give on to you. Also, I like for the parking. I live in Orange and it's very convenient for me to come here to park my car so I can use the library. In Orange, I don't have that facility. You have to park on the street and sometimes the parking is very full. And another reason is that the people are very friendly here, and I love coming here.
I like the library because there are different books, and some of the books you can learn different things, and sometimes they have special people who do things, and they have people come in and they do activities that are really fun. And the library is also fun because there are all sorts of different books to read.
I like the library because they're very friendly and they always help when you need it. And they always have a lot of good books and good choices for us. And they always have good recommendations, and that's what I like.
I like the library because my mom works here.
Hi, I'm Frank, and I'm one of the patrons that comes to the library. One of the things that's great about this place is just there's always something going on, and even when you don't know something's going on, you can literally just fall into something great. The staff and the activities are just without limit. Every time I come here, I can find something new or see something that I've never saw before. But the greatest reason is because I have a little one here. Everyone knows is Thea, and she's always happy to come. She's always happy to come, and I'm always happy to be here. And this is the greatest place in the world to hang out. You just hang out.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I've been going to the library since I was a baby. I know most of the librarians really well. I used to stay mainly downstairs. I would come to the library for fun. I had nothing else to do when I had other things to do, but just wanted to come to the library. When I wanted to speak to librarians, anytime I wanted to. It's nice. I know a lot of the librarians downstairs. I've read a lot of the books downstairs. They're very good. And yeah, I love to come to the library. As I said before, anytime. I like all the librarians. I love Maker Week, Maker Month. I love the summer reading program. I did Miss Keisha's teen volunteer program. It was a lot of fun. And I can't wait till I'm old enough to do the regular volunteering and help shelve books and wait and help people do things at the library and things like that.
Hi everyone, I like the South Orange Public Library because mainly come here to use the Wi-Fi. Bright lit place, warm in the winter, cool in the summer. Also something of a detective book and travel tape aficionado, and they always have that here to borrow. You can sit here, use the computers without buying coffee. I'm a volunteer for Soma TV, and we work with Melissa a lot. She's been very helpful. Also, I work for Literacy Volunteers of America, and our reference librarian, Lindita Connie, is always helpful in giving us space. And one more thing, I attend workshops here. I recently did a computer workshop here, and how many reasons you need to like the South Orange Public Library? I mean, it's a great place.
Whenever my friends talk to me about working at the library, they always say, well, gee, haven't you been working there forever? And they don't realize that working at the library requires that I have an advanced degree. And I always ask them, what do they think about the library? And the first thing that comes to mind are books and reading, and I stop them right there and I tell them about all the great and wonderful resources that we have, that libraries are about learning and engagement and resources and services, and they're indispensable to a community, our wonderful South Orange community that we live in, that is so rich and diverse with so many people. So when you ask me what do I like about the library, I like being a librarian. I love being a librarian. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm able to help people of all ages, races, ethnicities, the list goes on and on. I come into work every day and I really don't know what to expect, and that's the best part of working at the library and being a part of such a wonderful community. I read, but I don't read a ton, but I read books. I don't spend my life reading, but libraries for me are one that is an institution that's always going to be here. They are so special to communities. I often call public libraries specifically the community of the living room of the community. People come here, neighbors, new friends, new families come here to engage with one another, and it's just a little bit about why I love the library and why I love working at the library. I'm Keisha Miller. I'm the teen librarian at the South Orange Public Library, and that's it.
I love the library. I've always loved libraries. My first job when I was in high school was in a library, so there's something about the libraries, the smell of the library. But the South Orange Library is especially wonderful. It is a home away from home. It's a nice, peaceful, quiet atmosphere, and parking is great. So I get a lot of work when I come here. I'm glad for the library, and I'm glad for its 150th anniversary. Libraries are good and they should stay forever.
Good afternoon. I'm here as a guest to the library in South Orange, New Jersey. I've been coming here since 2008. I was studying at Lincoln University, and we used to meet here as a group because it's the only library we could find open on Sundays. And ever since then, I've still been coming, and it's 2016, and I'm coming all the way from Lodi, New Jersey. And I appreciate the library. It's lovely, it's warm, it's wonderful, and it's fantastic. And I love using this library. Only thing I don't have, I have a guest pass, which is good, and I appreciate it. Thank you, and it's just great. I'm glad it's open. Please keep it open.
Hi there, I'm Walter Clark at the South Orange Public Library. I've been talking about some of our favorite things about the library. I first moved here in 1998, and shortly thereafter had very small people, and we were able to bring our very small people to the Children's Library, which is one of my favorite aspects of our library, the fact that we have an exclusive children's library, and it was always a warm and just a warm place for them to go. They were always well greeted, they enjoyed it, they always wanted to go back, and it has created lifelong readers in the meantime. I continue to enjoy the library. I'm actually going to probably do what I shouldn't do. One of the things I like about it is how it's moving forward, if you can see it, the 3D printer. And it has become an ever-increasing just South Orange cultural place to land. It's where anybody can come. It is a free public library, which is one of my other favorite aspects, that it continues to be a public institution. It's open to all, and it's open to a lot of different things. A lot you can do here.
I'm Paul Bay from Advanced Opportunities, and I am the instructor for the LEAP program that takes place here at the library. And the library has been a great partner. They've made us feel welcomed. They have bent over backwards to help us with the program, setting up computers and making sure we feel nice and welcome. We train in technology from computers to iPads, and train seniors, age 55 and up. And I'd like to thank Anita, Brent, Melissa, Keisha, and all the staff for making it a success this year and continued success for the coming year.
I'm Mary Kearns Kaplan. I'm from the Talking Book and Braille Center at the New Jersey State Library. And I love the South Orange Public Library because they have been excellent partners for us as we offer services for those who have trouble reading standard print or holding a book. So we're partnering with them on the Library Equal Access Program called LEAP. It's a partnership with public libraries around the state, the New Jersey Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and Advancing Opportunities, and my library. We're offering assistive technology in libraries along with assistive technology training, and the staff here has been absolutely fabulous. It is such a warm and welcoming library, and we thank Melissa, Lindita, Keisha, Michael, and everybody else involved in helping us make the LEAP program a success. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
I like the library because it is the center of information, resources, and innovation. And here are my sisters.
Hello. Hi. So do you want to start with why you love the library so much?
Sure. Well, I've been at the library basically my entire life. I don't even remember the first time I came in here. That's how it's a part of me. But yeah, I love the library because it opens so many new doors for me. I work here. I started working but right before my freshman year, and I love how it really has opened me to the world. It really has helped me sort of communicate with the general public, and that's why I love the library.
And I love the library because when we moved to this country first, I mean, the library was a great place to come and, you know, learn about this new country that we've moved to. And then I started working here, and then the people here that the staff at the library are just so wonderful and amazing and super helpful, and it's just great people to work with, so I haven't left. I've been here for a while.
Hello, I'm Kathy Allen. I'm here on behalf of my husband, Andy Roth, and my son, William Roth, who has essentially grown up in this library. My in-laws began bringing him here every Thursday when they would come in and take care of him when I had to work. And he went to story hour. He enjoyed not only the wonderful children's rooms, like transitioning into the adult room as he's grown up. We enjoy the movies here, the wonderful staff, the books on tape, which we always get before we go on a long car ride. We couldn't imagine life in South Orange without this wonderful library.
My name is Claire Lou Thomas, and the South Orange Library is a favorite place of mine. I grew up here in South Orange and came back as an adult to live here. And a couple of things about the library when I was little, maybe kindergarten, first grade, second, third, about that. There were there was a large room and then two balconies that were like stacks, and they held books. And my sisters, my friends, and anyone who could do it, we'd get up to the balconies and go around looking at all the books, but then trying to be very quiet, so we would be told to be quiet and having a very good time.
I like the library because there's books of Perry the Platypus. And my name is Miguel.
I'm John Colombo. I've worked at the library for 31 years.
And I'm Nancy Jano. I've only been here 26 years.
I'm Phyllis Cal,
and I've worked here 31 and a half years, so I beat John. I'm older than him too. And the only reason I'm giving my name twice is because they have their name tags and I keep losing mine.
So combined, we have almost 100 years of service to the library.
Obviously, it was a great place to work since we lasted so long, but I also loved the library. Before I even worked here, I was a patron every day with my kids. John can testify.
Definitely.
And it just offers so much opportunity to everyone in the community.
We offer so much more than just books. When I started, it was just books, microfilm, typewriters, card catalogs, paper, card catalogs, telephones, rotary telephones.
I loved it.
Oh, yeah, Phyllis loved that. I mean, and now we have, our resources are unbelievable. I mean, there's Reference USA and there's Mango, and you can learn a foreign language. Ancestry.com. I mean, it's never ending. So it's unbelievable. Phyllis?
Okay. I've seen the library change, just like I've changed. I'd have to learn how to use the computer, which comes so naturally to children your son's age. 3D printing, I mean, all the things that were in science books years ago, science fiction books, now are reality. And I like Nancy by the same token. We're like family, by the way. The three of us, we know each other inside out. We worry about each other. We worry about the library. There isn't a place that I think that we could work, that we would have the camaraderie and the support system that we have, as well as loving our job. We love newspapers. We love reading. We love speaking with people who love books and magazines and newspapers.
And we love our book groups. We love our library lecture series that's just been going on for
31 years. When I first came here, I said, we're 5 minutes away from Seton Hall University, and I'm a frustrated student. I never could get enough learning. So I said, I can't go there, but they could come here. And then I said, why just settle with Seton Hall? Drew University isn't so terrible, Montclair State University, and then the people who come into our library. There's so many fascinating authors and scientists and people who have something to share with our audience. So, and Nancy's book group has grown for how many years?
17 years the book group has been going.
And it's just, John, by the way, is the cornerstone of the library. He does everything. He knows everything. Whenever there's a question, John, and he comes in.
So I think we can wrap this up by saying we're so appreciative of the South Orange Public Library as employees, as patrons, as residents. It's the best.
If we didn't love it, we wouldn't have lasted this long.
No.
If you think about it.
You're right.
Unbelievable.
And we're very fortunate to be here with each other and with the library. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brent. I work here at the South Orange Public Library. I really enjoy the library because of the day-to-day interactions I have with people, the amazing people I meet, the incredible things I learn here every day. I've been working here about 4 years full-time and about 4 years part-time. And some of the cool things that we wind up doing are these things like the origami we did in the park. We actually made 150 pieces of origami to celebrate our birthday coming up for the library. We're going to have these on display in the children's room, and this is just one of the many things that we do on a regular basis in our library to keep people interested, coming back, and involved. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Feckety. I work in the children's room, and I've been here for approximately 30 years. I grew up next door at in the old building, and I've been loving the library ever since then, doing the children's room programs, like as a youngster, coming and participating in those. And now I'm looking at the new people that are doing the children's room programs. I've always enjoyed the library, and hopefully I'll continue enjoying it. Thank you.
I'm Beth Halliday. I'm the head of Children's Services at the South Orange Public Library, and I have been here since 2003, hard to believe. I started here part-time working with Melissa and Cindy in the children's room, and Melissa kept saying to me, you should go to library school, you should go to library school. And I said, I'm too old to go to library school. And she said, well, you're gonna, I said, you know how old I'll be when I finish? And she said, well, you're gonna be that age anyway, so you may as well go to library school. And I did, and it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life after having my children and getting married. But working here at South Orange has been just one of the most interesting, fascinating, sometimes frustrating, but I come to work every day glad to be here and glad to come to work. Right now we're celebrating our 150th anniversary, so I got interested a lot in the founder of the library, Mr. Beebe. I became actually obsessed with him. He's a gentleman who one day gathered some men together, and men, yes, it was just men, and said, let's start a library. That was in 1864, the time of confusion, the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln, but he had the foresight to say the beautiful rural village of South Orange needed a library. I've asked the kids when I go to the school, what would Mr. Beebe think if he saw the library today? And right away they say computers, and I say, even more than that, he would see electricity. There was no electricity then. Having Mr. Beebe get to the library, he would have had to come on a horse. He had to do things by kerosene or candlelight. So that's Mr. Beebe. Oh, and one of the kids did say he'd be really glad to see that there is still a library here in South Orange, which made me really happy. So that was Mr. Beebe's library. So now we have the library of the present, which we'd like to make bigger because we need more room. And so last year, one of the kids did this project, and it was called the Library of the Future. His name was Trey. He's not in South Orange Library anymore. I think he's in Maplewood, but we've kept this because he really thought this out. He wanted a garden on the rooftop. If you can see which, wouldn't that be nice to have a library with a garden on the top? He has a teen room with computers. You see cut little pieces of cardboard with tables. This was the kids' room, which he has decorated with all kinds of colorful dolphins. He has a lunchroom for the public, right here, the tables you see with food set on the trays. And then he even included an elevator to get up to the rooftop garden. I guess there's a little staircase behind there. But it is our wish to have a library that includes a place for people to eat. A garden would be nice, but certainly we need more room. That's my biggest wish for the library right now, to have more room. But other than that, as I said, I look forward to coming to work every single day. Thank you.
So the reason why I love the library is because being a college student and also working here, I see both perspectives. Like both sides of the world, and being a college student is like really hard because you're broke. So the library has so many resources that we need, data, information, or just even simply using the computer here when you can't use it at home. It's very, very crucial for a college student, and I've been working here for 4 years, more than 4 years, and I love it. I love working here, meeting new people, especially talking to the little kids. You know, you get to see so many different individuals and getting to know them, what kind of books they like. You actually kind of get to know a little bit more about the person, and that's really, you know, interesting to know about. And yeah, so that's like one of the reasons why I love the library.
Hello, my name is Michael. I'm a reference librarian here at the library. I've worked here for about 9 years. It's been my only job out of library school, and I enjoy it here. It's a nice small community, a lot of familiar faces. But I've been a library patron my whole life, beginning with the Bloomfield Public Library and then the Island Public Library. They always seem like wonderlands of knowledge. And whatever it is you were interested in learning about, somewhere in the library, it's there. And even working here all the time, I'm still impressed by the number of things that I'll never know that are just waiting for me in the stacks. So I always try to just take a little path down there now and then and see what else I can discover. Working here, you see a lot of familiar faces, but you also see a lot of new faces and a lot of new questions. Whenever the phone rings, I'm never quite sure what is going to be asked, and that's what makes it fun. Anything from a crossword puzzle question to research on a house and anything in between. So I'm delighted that we're celebrating the 150th anniversary of the library and look forward to many more years.
Hi, my name is Keisha Miller, and I'm the Teen Librarian and Volunteer Coordinator here at the lovely South Orange Public Library. I am in charge of not only the teens who come into the library on a daily basis, but also the volunteers who have an interest in volunteering here at the library. Speaking of which, we are approaching our library birthday bash in celebration of the library's 150th anniversary. And this summer, the summer reading program has been about celebrating its 150 years, and we've done all of our programs with an introduction to some history, about 150 things related to tie-dye or related to a number of different things. But again, leading up to that, we have a group of volunteers who will be helping with the library's birthday party, lending their skill and their talent in so many different ways, from puppetry to planning the entire event, and for that we're truly grateful. We're looking forward to this year's birthday bash and do hope that everyone comes out to celebrate with us in September. And we're hoping for volunteers of all ages, teens, adults, younger kids. Everybody is more than welcome to volunteer their time and their skill and talent. So to that end, once that is all finished up, we'll continue with our volunteer efforts here at the library, and everybody is welcome to come and join us.
I like libraries in general. I like the way they smell. The smell of paper and ink, and maybe also concentration on learning something new. As a child, it was a treat to go to the library, and to get a library card was a really like a rite of passage. I'm living in South Orange 2 years, and one of the reasons I love it here is because the library is so central to, it's become so central to my life and all my activities. I remember a long time ago, an aunt of mine was moving to California, and the first thing she found out was she had to know if there was a library nearby and also a college. Because if there was a college or a university and a library, she was fixed. She knew there would always be something interesting to learn, to find out about. And it's true. I come to this library for movies, for lectures. Even took a course here. It was wonderful on how to work on my body to have better balance. And it's just, it's of course, it's a font of culture, and it's the best thing that a community can boast of. And I could go on forever, but I don't think I should. I got to get home and start reading my latest Philip Roth. So I was going to leave some time for somebody else to tell you all about how great it is to have an institution like this library. Thank you for listening.
I'm Mason. I love it. I'm Mason. I love the computers, and I love the buildings and blocks, and I like my best friends, and I love my family. And I'm done.
My name is Shanice. I work here. and I like the library because it's so diverse. You don't just come here to read books, you come here to do basically anything, a lot of stuff. We have a million different programs going on here. It's just really awesome. The staff is one of the most friendliest bunch of people you'll ever meet. It's just really great.
I've been coming to libraries since before I could walk and had a library card as a very, very young child. The other thing that's important about libraries is that I always seem to live within 5 blocks of a library. The South Orange Library has been a central part of my life for a long time. I've lived in this town for almost 30 years, and the activities that are available are amazing.
You're welcome.
I just was in a Bollywood workshop where I was dancing Bollywood, which was so much fun. But I also am regularly here to get books on almost everything, especially mysteries, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I can always get a book that the library doesn't have because they have a good interlibrary loan system. So I am very grateful for this library.
I love South Orange Library. Growing up as a kid here in South Orange, I always loved reading. So it was no big surprise that when I finally got my working papers that my first job was going to be a page here at the library 24 years ago. My love of reading is still the same. Trying to instill the same in my daughter. We spend usually our Monday nights or Thursday nights here. It's date night for us here at the library, where she'll take out 10 books for the week and she reads them. There are so many programs here at the library. It's so different from when I was growing up. They have Lego Mondays, which my daughter loves, all the different arts and crafts programs, the movies. Over the summer they have so many different the reading programs and all the activities for the kids. It's really wonderful, and I couldn't imagine our town without this beautiful library.
One of the best things about this library is that on any given day we can come and match. This is just living proof of how in sync the staff here is. We work together and we dress together without even planning for it. Of course.
I like the library because every time you read a book you get a prize. And I love prizes because they're toys, and toys are really fun to play with.
So I like the library because I can come here after school and I can do my homework and I can ask for any help I need. And I like to come here with my friends and we do the summer activities. Like we did the henna today, me and my friend Jordan. And during the winter they have programs and we come and do it, and it's just a fun place to be.
My favorite memory at the library is when I came with my friends and we did the tie-dye together, and then after a while we opened it together and it was so cool. And usually I do the summer reading program, and last year I got a prize. I got a slinky and it was super cool. It was rainbow and it was like bouncing up and down like woo, woo, woo. And then my sister got a prize too, and we played together. And sometimes during the fall they have like the turkey drawing contest, and I was so close I forgot to turn mine in, but it was really cool.
Hi, my name is Shilpa, and this is my daughter Sneha.
Hi.
And I'm Melissa, and I have been friends for years, and we got to know each other because of libraries. And Shilpa is exactly the same as when I met her a really, really long time ago. And Sneha's got a little bigger and a little more grown up and a lot more talented. And still, we have this tradition. This is our 15th year in South Orange of doing Mendi at the library. So, thank you.
So we started doing henna at libraries. Actually, my mom started around 15 years ago, and we were one of the first people to be going to libraries, especially in Essex County, doing henna. And I used to just watch, and then I joined her maybe about 10 years ago, and now we travel together.
And we really like to come here in South Orange Library. People are very nice and friendly. and we enjoy it.
It's a great time. We love to share our art.
Hi, I'm Melissa Kopecki. I'm the director of the South Orange Public Library, and I've been here for a while now, since 2004. Of course, that's not quite the same as 1864 when William Beebe was like, let's start a library in South Orange. But I was lucky because I got to come when a wonderful library had already been built with an absolutely fabulous staff in a really great community, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. This job always holds surprises, and most of them are really, really good. It holds so many different people, so many different experiences, so many different ideas and innovation and changing library services that I always think I have the best job in the world. But you will hear from the people who use the library and know all the different ways that people use the library. And the thing I would most want to say is if you have other ways you'd like to use the library, just talk to us. We are so open to any idea. We're delighted to be celebrating our 150th plus anniversary and hope that you celebrate with us. So with that, I'm gonna go off and get ready to party.